Welcome to this video about BigQuery security. Today we'll learn how to identify and protect sensitive data in your datasets. We'll start with a blank project and create a new dataset where we'll add some example data. To begin, we'll use the Cloud Shell editor to make some sample data. We'll create a file called employees.csv with information about imaginary workers. This file will have normal details like names and birth dates, but also some sensitive information like salaries and social security numbers. We're including this sensitive data on purpose to show how to find and protect it. Once we have our CSV file ready, we'll move to BigQuery. There, we'll make a new table in our dataset and upload our CSV file. BigQuery is smart and should recognize that we're using a CSV file. We'll give our table a name and let BigQuery automatically figure out the structure of our data. After it's uploaded, we can take a quick look at the table to make sure our data is there and looks correct. Now comes the interesting part, finding the sensitive data. We'll use a tool that used to be called the Data Loss Prevention Service. It has a new name now, Sensitive Data Protection. This tool helps us scan our data to find information that might need extra protection. We'll set up a new job to scan our table. It's important to know that when you scan very large tables, it can cost a lot. To keep costs down, you can choose to only look at some of the data instead of all of it. In our case, we have a small table with less than 1,000 rows, so we don't need to worry about this right now. Next, we'll choose what kinds of sensitive data we want to look for. There are many pre-built patterns we can use, which makes it easy to find common types of sensitive information. For this example, we'll look for credit card numbers and U.S. Social Security numbers. One great thing about this service is that it gives us many options for what to do with the results. We can save them in BigQuery or send them to a service called Dataplex. Dataplex helps organize and manage data across your whole project. After we start the scan, it finishes quickly because our table is small. The results show that it found 88 Social Security numbers in our data. Now that we've found the sensitive data, let's look at how to protect it. We'll use something called policy tags in BigQuery. Policy tags are like labels we can put on columns that contain sensitive information. These tags tell BigQuery to apply special rules to protect that data. First, we need to create a policy tag. Here we can create a new tag specifically for Social Security numbers. When we create this tag, we also set up rules for how to handle the data. For example, we might decide to show only the last 4 digits of each social security number. We also need to decide who the mask applies to. Usually, you'd apply this to a group of people, but for our example, we'll just give it to a single user account. After we've created our policy tag, we need to apply it to the right column in our table. We'll go back to our employees table, edit the schema, which is like the blueprint of the table, find the Social Security number column, and add our new policy tag to it. Once everything is set up and the changes have spread through the system, something cool happens. When we run a query that includes the Social Security number column, we'll see masked data instead of the full numbers. This means that even if someone gets access to the table, they won't be able to see the sensitive information unless they have special permission. This method of protecting data is really powerful because it happens automatically when someone queries the table. It's not just hiding the data in the table itself, it's actively changing what people see when they try to look at the data. This is better than some older methods that might just replace all the numbers with X's because it's more flexible and can be easily changed if needed. This process helps keep sensitive information safe while still allowing people to work with the data they need. It's an important part of maintaining data security in big data systems like BigQuery. If you'd like to support the channel, consider starting a free trial of our new design tool, which is linked in the description, and let us know what you think. Thank you very much for watching to the end, and please enjoy responsibly.